Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look in euro currency. So as we have promised today in the report, we have considered recent numbers of the gross domestic product and personal consumption expenditures, but we haven't digged in details on what particular components have led to these numbers. This is not of our interest. We just explained why we think that these numbers that we've got are really epic and could lead to really big consequences in the nearest few months. So this is a big challenge and well, not know how better to call it, in the direction of possible stagflation conditions in United States economy. So a few important details that you will read in the report will show you that this was not just occasional fluctuations of these numbers around some expectations. This is directional change, and it stands on the background of the changes in other components. For example, such as money supply in the United States that have started to rising once again. Also, we have made some parallel comparison with the European Union and what's going on there. And currently, we come to conclusion that the major tendency that we have on the strength of the United States dollar hardly will change in the nearest time. So I have tried to keep the report as short as possible because I always start to thinking about that it's too difficult to read really very extended analytical reports. So I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. This time it has appeared not to be really big, and I try to not overload it with the numbers and so on. So I think that it will be interesting to read. But some part of the analysis, most that relates to the macroeconomy, we have postponed on tomorrow. We will consider some inflation components on the gold analysis as well. So today we're just taking a look what has relation mostly to the currencies. Speaking about the technical picture, currently we have bearish context if we speak about the weekly daily basis. So actually, if you remember our previous analysis, we suggest that here market could show the pullback because this is strong weekly support area. This is major COP target and also 106 confidence weekly support. And this pullback seems absolutely normal. At the same time, market keeps weekly bearish trend. It means that those of you who trade on a weekly daily basis, so use weekly as a direction and use daily for entry, using chances taking the position, you have to consider short positions and actually fading the bullish trend on the daily against strong resistance levels. This is how the Jordan Apple approach works. And actually this that we have tried to do on Friday, when we said that once market will hit the XOP, theoretically you could consider taking the short positions around 107.53. Also take a look that market here has formed nicely looking harmonic retracement. So we consider this, just by far at least, as a retracement on the weekly chart. Besides that, the 2 weeks in a row market stands in the range of this big sell-off. So our first attempt of the taking short position already is done. Now, if you still would like to join or trying to take the position, once again, you could consider on the hourly chart this pattern, which is potentially might be the hand shoulders. Once market will complete this kind of the Gartner steeple to sell, it's difficult to say definitely, but supposedly it should be somewhere around 107.10, 107.20 area. Another chance for taking short position could appear, and then keep watching what will happen. So if everything will be in a row with our expectation, this hand shoulder should start working and market should keep going lower. On the 4-hour time frame chart, all this stuff stands in a larger bearish picture. So you can see that we have this ABCD pattern in place. OP has been reached. It's another, by the way, target that stands around the same weekly confidence support. Pullback after OP. Here market has formed bearish reversal swing on Friday, right? And right from the resistance area that we have discussed. So 107.45, 107.75. It's also actually after completion of this XOP. So you can see that XOP is done here. And we consider to the downside two targets. First one is 106, the same lows, retesting of the same lows, because we do not know whether the market will be able to break the confidence area this time. But if bearish context starts working, it should at least retest these lows and trying to challenge it with a breakout. If downside breakout will happen, we're turning our focus on the XOP, next destination points, which is around 104.70 area. Overall picture here looks bearish because we have very strong downside plunge and flag consolidation after it. This is potentially bearish combination. Now, although this is not our priority, but if you trade on a daily intraday basis, so if you're using daily as a direction and intraday charts for choosing the moment for taking the position, then your context here is bullish. It's just because on a daily chart, trend remains bullish. And you theoretically could consider support areas on the hourly chart for taking long positions, but you have to match it to the time frame that you're trading. So if you're trading on intraday charts, your targets also has to be on intraday. So it means that as a target, you could use either some resistance areas above the market, so some fib levels will appear here, and if the bounce will start, you could use it as a target, or maybe some patterns, extensions will start forming, something of this kind. So if a market, for instance, reaches this support, starts forming this type of action, you calculate minor ABCD and close the position. So because this is different time frame you are trading at, you can't use this setup for setting targets on a daily chart, on a weekly chart, so on. So it has to be matched to each other. And from that standpoint of view, here the only level that seems more or less suitable for scalp long trading is an area around 106.60. This is 618 support and support of the flag. Here is also will be hand shoulders, and if it will be some kind of the A, B, C top T pattern that makes an agreement with this level, you will get a kind of the Gartley's triple to buy with the hope that this will be 30% pullback. That will be your target. So, but you have to control two moments. First of all, you do not want to get this type of action. So if you will see this type of action here is just collapse, definitely you do not need to take the position. Second, control the daily trend. It has to remain bullish. If at this point daily trend will turn bearish, it means that your context has changed, and it also turns to the bearish. So as you understand, on intraday charts, it's a bit more difficult. That's actually all that I would like to say concerning euro currency. Let's keep watching. Next week will be really important. We will get numbers on inflation in the European Union. We will get Fed meeting, and we will get probably payrolls, or maybe payrolls will be postponed. We will see, but I need to check it. So that's what we should be ready for. Let's see what will happen.